Okay, here we go, guys. So it is Team Liberate Call. It is April 23rd. It's crazy. My son's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm like all kind of crazy and hectic, and I have a to-do list, and I have to go grocery shopping. I have to do all that fun stuff. So it's just so funny that it has come so fast. But today I wanted to chat with you a little bit about like I'm calling it spring cleaning, kind of like just making sure all of our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted, and just that make sure everybody's in the know about, different things that are happening, whether it's Beachbody related or Team Liberate related, or, things that I want you to make sure that you know. So really this call is for, new coaches, older coaches. It's just for everybody to kind of be on the same page. So this will be like really casual. If you have any questions, I do have a little PowerPoint just to make sure I stay on task. But if you have any questions at all, feel free to unmute yourself. I want this to be like a discussion. Or you can type your questions into the chat and I can check them there too. So I'm going to share my screen, but I'm not going to put the PowerPoint on full screen because then I can't see you and I feel like I'm talking to myself and I hate that. So hopefully you don't mind just seeing it smaller like this. Okay, so when I was thinking about, like I said, thinking about our team call today, I feel like there's a lot of things happening both with Beachbody and our team, like new things that have come about. And, like I share them in posts in the group and on the group chat, and I just kind of want to make sure everybody's on the same page about everything. So calling it spring cleaning. So this I will maximize it so you can see. So this is let me make sure it maximizes. There we go. There we go. So this is my plan for May coming up. So I'll post this in the group. I just finished this today, so I'll post it in the group tonight or tomorrow. But basically, especially if you're new to Team Liberate, usually I try like the week before the next month begins, I try to post a marketing calendar. And basically what that means is like it's a schedule for the following month so that you know what's coming up. It's pretty consistent month to month, but so that you can kind of plan accordingly and kind of know, like the big things that are happening, like if there's a Super Saturday or if there's an event happening, and so you can kind of plan accordingly. So I have these things at the top here that I want to make sure I chat with you about. So Sundays should be your planning day. Planning your business and planning your health and fitness. So plan, obviously, schedule in your workouts if you don't have a consistent time. Schedule in exactly what you're planning to eat, using your containers or following the meal plan for whatever program you're doing. And then schedule in your business hours. I know you've probably heard it before and you're going to hear it again, but treat your business like a business. If you want business outcomes, then you need to treat it like a business rather than treating it like a hobby and expecting business pay. So plan your business hours, especially because life is busy and it's probably not consistent for any of us, like day to day, because your kids have activities or you have things going on at work or family life or whatnot. So schedule it in ahead of time. This is, as coaches, this is exactly what we say to our challengers and our clients to make sure that they're scheduling in their workouts. It's the same thing for us and our business. Whether that means you're waking up an hour before your kids get up, or you're planning to stay up an hour later, or every day at lunch you're planning to use your lunch hour to do your power hour, whatever it is, plan. And if you need help trying to kind of configure your day or figure out how you can squeeze everything in, I'm more than happy to help you. Where there's a will, there's a way. So plan your week on Sundays. Mondays, we have the National Wake Up Call at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the Beachbody corporate call. They have awesome guest speakers. It's definitely worth your while, no matter how long you've been coaching, to tune into that every single week. And if all calls are recorded, whether it's a Team Boom call, a Liberate call, National Wake Up Call, all calls are recorded. So if you can't listen to it at that time, which I think a lot of people probably can't listen to it in the middle of the day on a Monday, it's always recorded. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be making sure you're listening before the next. I always try to make it a routine that I listen to the call before the following week's call. So if for some reason I can't make it on Monday or Tuesday, I'm making sure that I am caught up before the next week's call. That way you don't get too far behind. The Team Boom call with Pat and all of Team Boom is 8 p.m. So sorry, I think I skipped this. Liberate call 8:30 p.m. like right now, Eastern Standard Time on every Monday. So schedule that in, just like you would schedule in your business hours, schedule in these calls. Same thing with Team Boom calls at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays. If you are in my challenge groups, I put in, when my challenge groups are ending, when the new ones are starting, when I'm doing my free groups. Just so you know, even if you aren't in my challenge groups, maybe you want to plug a couple people into my free group so you can kind of know what's coming. I also put here when we're doing the Team Liberate Coach Sneak Peek, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more in a second, so that you can always plan accordingly when that is. It's usually the third week of every month. I try to make that pretty consistent. This month, April, it was the fourth week because Erin and I were away, and because it was a Beachbody thing, I figured we could kind of work around it. But to keep it consistent so that you can plan, I am trying to do that the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the third week of every month. I think that's it for that. Okay, so these are the things I want to chat with you about the calendar. So I usually try to have it as my goal to be like, a lot of coaches will do something, like I have trying to hit the Success Club 10 by the 10th. But whatever your goal is, whether your goal is Success Club 5, Success Club 10, Success Club 20, whatever your goal is, have a plan. I think it's helpful to have a plan to try, when you're going to try to hit that goal within the month. So then that way you're not kind of just, holding out in hopes, crossing fingers and toes that somebody commits to a challenge pack or Shakeology or something towards the end of the month. So I always try to hit Success Club early in the month so that I don't have to stress about it. And I'm actually setting up my marketing calendar now, like my personal calendar with my posts and my groups and such, so that I am inviting the very end of the month into the beginning of the month, hitting Success Club by, the 10th, 11th, 12th, the middle of the month, and then helping those clients and customers, and then helping my downline, you guys, helping my team, that third and fourth or second or third or whatever, the second half of the month. And then I'll go right back into inviting. So like inviting, hitting Success Club, helping those customers, helping my coaches, helping customers, helping coaches, and then going right back into inviting, because that's going to lead me right back up to inviting more here and for people to be getting into my next challenge group. So I'm doing more of like it was in the Dash to Diamond group. I think Ruth, forget her last name, she mentioned it, and I was like, that really makes sense to kind of have your plan and have your posts kind of mirror your action plan. So, so I'm especially in my stories and on my posts, I'm talking a lot about my challenge groups during the time of the month that I'm inviting heavily in private messages leading up to those challenge groups. So you'll see, this week I'm talking a lot more about the coaching opportunity because we have that group starting tomorrow. So I posted about it last night. I'm going to post about it tonight. I'm going to post about it tomorrow. I'm going to post about it on Wednesday in my stories. It's going to be a lot in my stories this week. And then you'll see towards the end of next week, the end of this week, because April's weird with my vacation. But the end of this month, end of this week, I'm going to be going back to inviting to a challenge group, and that's where you'll see a lot of my posts are going to be focused on. So kind of having a plan and having your invites and your tasks match your posts. So people are seeing these posts, and then they're seeing the invite to support that post in their inbox. You know what I mean? This month is a little weird because of my move, and there's no excuse, but I'm really not doing well with Success Club. So I'm a little off this month, so I'm kind of cutting some corners, but that's typically my agenda. Invite Success Club, challenge group starts, focus on coaching for a couple weeks, go back to inviting. So that's hitting Success Club. So, if Success Club 5 is your goal, which is a great goal, then maybe you're not going to be hitting it by the 12th. Maybe that it's not as big of a deal to hit it by the 12th. But if you have serious big goals, then you want to try to get there at the very beginning of the month. And then if more people end up committing throughout the month, great. That's like icing on the cake. But at least you don't have to stress about it, because like right now I'm stressing about hitting Success Club. So definitely have your actions match your goals. The coach sneak peek. So that's what's happening. That's what we've been talking about a little bit in the Team Liberate chat. For those of you who are new to our group or who are not familiar with what we're talking about, the Coach Sneak Peek is a 3-day free event that the leaders on Team Liberate kind of host. And so we have a whole list of topics that people are probably wondering about, curious about, have questions about related to coaching, such as the time commitment involved, the fact that it's not a pyramid scheme, like how they don't know enough people. How are they going to possibly, have success with this? How they earn money, things like that. And so we all take a topic. We take turns and we take a topic, and we have a certain time within those 3 days to go live and talk about that topic. And then we have the rapid fire event, which is the Wednesday night. So it's the middle of the group, the Wednesday night. And basically that means whoever's participating, we go live one right after the other within the group, just to share our story and to allow the people to kind of get to know us a little bit better, because we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different whys in this business. We all have different goals. And I think it's really important for everybody to hear our different stories, because they're bound, if 6 or 8 people go live that night, they're bound to relate to somebody. Their story might relate to somebody. Like, for example, maybe Joe is bringing in a mom of 3 kids who used to be a teacher. And so, they've connected, they're friends or something, but that woman doesn't really relate to Joe's story. Maybe she relates more to my story or Erin's story, or, one of the moms on our team. So I think it's just really neat for people to see that we're all different. We all have different, lifestyles or whatnot, but we're all in this for, a common cause. And that's what's important with this business. So that's a really fun event. You don't have to be a veteran coach to participate, especially in the rapid fire. You're just sharing your story. So it's just basically like your background, your family life, how long you've been a coach, why you decided to coach, and like your goals with coaching. Like, people aren't here they don't need to see that, you're making X amount of money. That's not what it's all about. It's all about your story that night. And so there's nothing that you have to prepare. I think it's really fun and exciting, and it's really powerful too when you start adding people to this sneak peek group. It's really powerful for them to see you as a leader and for them to see your live video, not just everybody else's. Because they're going to be ultimately joining you. So if you can show them that you're here for them and that you are, it's my mother-in-law. If you, you know what you're talking about and you're confident and, you're going to show up, then I think that's going to make them feel better about joining our team. So Success Club, Coach Sneak Peek, the Coach Basics call. So now that we are doing, and this is a topic for later, but now that we have reconstructed our Coach Basics new coach training system for Team Liberate. For those of you who don't know, it wasn't last week because I was away. It was 2 weeks ago. We did our whole call was about the new coach training system for Team Liberate. I'm no longer hosting the 2-week Coach Basics anymore. It just wasn't what I wanted it to be anymore. And this system now is going to be so much better. It's more effective. It's more consistent. It's more up to date. It's amazing. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to spend time here because we already chatted about it a lot. Check out the call recording from 2 weeks ago. If you go into the Team Liberate group, go into the Files tab. There's a file that says Team Liberate call recordings, and it's the one I last downloaded there. So basically what's happening, instead of having those 2 weeks of the one video and you comment your takeaway, there's 7 videos. So in the video, in the call recording, you'll see that there's a welcome email, and then that welcome email leads people to our new coach team website, which is www.iamteamliberate.com. It takes them to 7 training videos. They're all of me chatting about different topics. And then when they're done, they can either, each day they can send you notes, or when they're done, they can send you notes. And that way it puts the ball in their court. If they want to run with us and they want to be a huge runner, then they're going to probably get through the videos in a day or 2. If they're not in quite such a rush as some of us might be to make it to the top, then maybe they're going to go slower, and that's okay. But it's going to be very telling for you to know how to help them as coaches. So with that, we're taking away the 3 Coach Basics calls as well. But I will be replacing it with a Coach Basics call on the 4th Monday of every month in place of our Team Liberate call. So basically the last Monday of every month, our Team Liberate call will be a Coach Basics call. Now, that doesn't mean I just want the brand new coaches on that call. I'm a fly on the wall in Ashley Fell-Dyson's group, and I think it was a week or two ago, she gave a shout out to like the 3 top leaders in her group for being on the Coach Basics call, because there's always, number one, there's always something to learn. I'm sure some of the leaders on our team right now are listening to this, and I'm sure there's one thing that they're going to take away tonight. You know, there's a lot of things that they already know, but there's always something you can get from every single call. Number 2, if your new coaches, like the coaches that you are sponsoring, if they're on that call, then they should be seeing your face on that call too, not just mine. It's very impactful to tell and to kind of show your coaches that you are showing up for them and for yourself. So 4th Monday of every month, we're going to do that for now. If when our calls start to pick up a little bit more guest speakers, I will move that call. It'll be like a bonus call. But for now, it's going to take the place every 4th Monday. And then the Diamond internship, I'm really excited about this. So you can see on May 18th, it says the Diamond internship applications are due. I'm going to escape out of this so it's not my full screen because I hate feeling like I'm talking to myself. Okay, now I can see you guys. So on the 18th, the Diamond internship applications are due. So this is going to be for current Emerald. So if you're a current Emerald as of May 18th, I'm going to have an application, nothing crazy, for you to fill out because I'm going to start a internship. And so basically what that means is, depending on the participation that we get, I'll take 1 to maybe 3 people depending. And I'm going to really take you under my wing and I'm going to help you get to Diamond. We're really going to work really closely together about posting, inviting, the daily vitals, PD, all that kind of fun stuff, to really give you that push to get to Diamond. I know I've been talking to some of you who, really, really, really want that for their business. And so I'm going to help you do that. And then so every month you can reapply and I'll continue to take more people. And it's not just for my personally sponsored, it's for anybody in Team Liberate. So I know that'll be a lot of fun, and that's a new thing that we're adding, and I'm really excited about it. Okay. Okay, slide number 2. I swear the rest of the slides aren't as involved as that one is. So Success Club Trip 2019, you have to get there. If you saw any of my posts or my stories or Erin's stories from our Success Club trip this past week, we were in Riviera Maya, Mexico. It was my very first Success Club trip. Last year I qualified, but it was my son's first birthday and I couldn't get myself to go. So I had to miss out, but it's amazing, as I knew it would be, but it's I can't even put into words how amazing it is. It's free. It's literally free. So you pay $300 deposit to kind of hold your spot, and then you pay for your airfare. But it's all inclusive, and it was just amazing. They even give you a $750 resort credit. So every room gets a $750 resort credit to use for whatever you want. So like my husband and I got a couples massage. We rented a cabana on the beach one day. It was just, I got a blowout in my hair. It was amazing. But beyond all of those kind of fun perks, obviously it's amazing to be with the team, especially as this is an online business. As you know, live events are so important. But this one is different from Summit and Super Saturday and those kinds of events, because this one is truly like a vacation that you earn for working your heart out all year. So the next trip is March 24th to the 29th, 2019. It is a 5-day cruise. So this next year we're going on a cruise rather than staying at a resort. So the steps to get there are right here. You want to be a top 2017 Success Club point earner. So obviously it's not 2017 anymore, but they're going to keep going. So basically how it happens is you have to add your name to this opt-in list. And these are the FAQs. You can copy these FAQs if you want to check it out. 9968, 9944, and 9954. So basically they generate a list, right, at the very beginning of the time to register for the Success Club trip of the 5,000 top Success Club earners. and you start getting an invite. You have to submit basically you have to tell them that you want an invite, because a lot of people, maybe they're a teacher and they can't take the time off. Maybe they're a single parent and they can't have a babysitter for 5 days, whatever. So the 5,000 top Success Club earners who opt in, they will start going down the line, and they start inviting people via email. You have 3 business days, I think, to reply that you want to go and submit your $300 thing to save your spot. And as people say no, they're going to go down, and down the list. So just because you aren't maybe on the list yet doesn't mean that you wouldn't be able to go if you opt in now. So you want to opt in now. And again, you can go to these FAQs to do that. It takes like 1 second, and you get added to the list, basically. And as the months go on, I mean, this is a whole year away. They're going to continue to ask people, and people are going to continue to say no, and they're going to continue to ask people, and some will say yes. And you might get off the wait list, which is really cool. Like Erin, for this one, she wasn't going originally, and then she got off the wait list. So then she got it. So it was awesome. Again, let me know if you have any questions. So just a couple of things. What's new with the company? So aside from Team Liberate, the Beachbody as a company, the beach bars are amazing. There's 2 flavors, the cherry almond or something, and chocolate peanut butter. Not only are they yummy, but we have the graphic that shows how beach bars compare to all the other bars, popular bars on the market, like Lara bars, Cliff bars, RX bars, and it just shows how more healthy the beach bars are than some of the competition out there. So you really, just like Shakeology and the programs, you really want to stress to your clients, to your challengers, that obviously the beach bars are, better. With the beach bars too, we have the exact container count. With Cliff bars and Lara bars and stuff, we were always kind of just winging it. But the beach bars are half a yellow, half a red, and a spoon. So I know for me, that's a huge draw for me, because then I know for sure, especially someone who's really trying to stick to their nutrition, that is like 100% in, exactly what they count as. So there's no guessing. Also, you want to promote anything that's going to bring in more volume, because more volume equals more points, and more points equals more cycles. So it's better for you and the whole team and your clients and such to be buying things from Beachbody. Then we have the 2B mindset. If you were at Super Saturday, or I think I posted the video from Super Saturday. So even if you weren't at Super Saturday, if you go into the Team Liberate group and you search like Super Saturday or something, the video, there's always a corporate video. It's like 20 or 30 minutes, I think. I got my hands on it and I posted that in the group. So if you weren't at a Super Saturday, you could still get that 411 on what they talked about. So there's 3 new programs coming out. One is called 2B Mindset. One is called Lift 4. And then there's a Spanish one, and I honestly don't know the name of it, but it's 100% in Spanish, which is good, because I know there's a lot of Spanish-speaking coaches and clients who have always been waiting for a Spanish program. But focusing more on the 2B mindset, basically, this is a brand new nutritionist that Beachbody brought on. There's not a fitness component with 2B mindset, and that's what makes it a little bit unique. It is just nutrition. And I'm still learning a little bit about it myself. I had to go do a little bit of research before I could even find the May 2nd date. But basically, for both 2B mindset and Lift 4, to order them, they're available on Beachbody On Demand. Well, actually, they're a little bit different. 2B Mindset is going to be available on demand if you pay for it. But if you don't pay, this is the way I understand it from the FAQ, but if you don't pay for it, it's not just going to end up showing up eventually. Whereas Lift 4, you can pay on July 16th to have access to it. Or you can just wait until October 1st and it will magically appear in your bot as part of your bot account. So basically, 2B Mindset, no matter what, you have to pay for it. There's never a date that it's just going to magically be brought.
It's going to be a different section of Beachbody On Demand.
Yeah, but it's not going to.
It's going to be its own little, like, you can what I understand, there's going to be a link to get there from Beachbody On Demand and vice versa.
Yes.
But it's going to be its own section.
But it's its own thing. It's not just going to like magically appear like the rest of them do. Like
Right. So
no
that
matter
way
how you access it, you
customers,
have to pay for it.
yeah, customers who want to be Mindset do not need a Beachbody On Demand account.
Right. Yeah. So what makes it unique is that there is no fitness component with it. So when you're talking to people who are like, yeah, I already go to the gym, or I go to CrossFit, or whatever, I have my own regimen, I'm training for a half marathon, but I really need help with the nutrition piece of it. Not that they can't get containers and follow it that way, but 2B Mindset is its whole own separate program just focusing on nutrition, which is really kind of neat. So there will be challenge packs available for 2B Mindset. I do think it includes Shakeology. It incorporates Shakeology into the whole program. So there is challenge packs that you can get, and we can get Success Club points for it. So that's coming out May 2nd. And then Lift 4 is the one with Joel Freeman. He's the guy from Core de Force. His program it incorporates heavy lifting and HIIT, so high intensity interval training. It's only 4 days a week with 3 rest days, which is really cool. I don't think they've had any programs so far that have that many rest days. So that's kind of unique. And the workouts are all around 30-ish minutes. So that's kind of cool too. So the difference between this and 2B Mindset is that you can opt in. I think they're calling it like a VIP access starting July 16th. For our customers, it's $99. And as coaches with our 25% discount, it's $75. Or you can wait and it'll magically appear in your Beachbody On Demand as part of your account that you've already paid for as of October 1st. I would highly, highly, highly encourage all of us to pay for it ahead of time, because
think of starting 80-day obsession today.
Yeah, exactly. We need
you missed the wave.
Exactly. You need to lead from the front. We need to be showing people that, we're taking on these new challenges and that they, we're doing it, so they should join us and they should do it too. So, I think the 80-day obsession group was insanely awesome, the one that we did as a team. So I would really love to consider, if you guys are open to it, doing the same thing for Lift 4. As of July 16th, running like a Team Liberate Lift 4 launch party group, and encouraging our people to start it at that date with us. And with anything else, they're paying for it, so then you're getting, we're getting the PV that's associated with that purchase. So it helps us as coaches too. Any questions so far? So really, really, really think about that. July 16th. I know it's busy middle of the summer, but I think it would be very telling for us to, be leaders and show people that we're doing it, and so that they should join us. Okay, so just a little bit about going back to our new coach team website. It's www.imteamliberate.com. If you go there, there are 2 parts that are password secured. The first one, like for new coaches so that they can access those 7 videos that I told you about. The password is Set Yourself Free. This is in one of the Google Keep notes, but just as a reminder. And then the second one for exclusive Team Liberate content, which is, for more veteran coaches, just, the stuff that's going to keep consistent for all of us, is Team Liberate 2018. Like I said in the recording from last week or 2 weeks ago's call, obviously the videos are all of me. So if I were you, I would hit the ground running. And if you have a new coach that signs up tomorrow, I would have them go through and have it be all the videos of me. But over time, I would encourage you to try to replace all of my videos with videos of yourself, whether you've been a coach for a week or a year or 3 years. Again, it's just very it sends a really great positive message for people if they can hear these things from you, their sponsor coach, rather than me. I don't think it's bad if they listen to some of my videos. I think that's totally fine, but maybe set yourself a goal. So there's 7 videos. So maybe you set a goal that every week you're going to replace 1 video, or every month you're going to replace 2 videos or something. But I love the system. I'm okay with getting rid of the other Coach Basics system because I think this is much more concise. It's more efficient. It's more streamlined. It's more up to date. I just think it's going to be an awesome, awesome tool for every single one of us. And then I just wanted to go over Summit. Summit 2018 this year is in Indianapolis. It's June 21st to the 24th. Basically, Summit is like if you've been to Super Saturday, where you have a group workout, you maybe hear from a trainer or a couple of guest speakers. You get some information from corporate about things that are coming up. Summit is like Super Saturday, like times a million. It is not only is it the most fun weekend ever, but it's truly, and this, I know it's going to sound like really dramatic, but it's truly life-changing. Like your life will change as a result of going to Summit. When I started coaching, I literally started coaching 3 years ago today. I can't talk about it because my son's birthday, so I'll talk about it at the end of the week, like in my posts and stuff. But I say this because that year, 3 years ago, I signed up as a coach today, and I went to that year's Summit. So if you are a brand new coach on this call, if you are a coach as of yesterday, as of a month ago, as of a week ago, it wouldn't be crazy for you to seriously consider going to Summit. The tickets are still on sale, and I kid you not, it will change your life. It will change your business. If you are not going to Indianapolis, I encourage you to consider why not. And if you really, really, really aren't going, you have to make it a point to be there next year. We don't know when the one next year will be. We find out this year where and when next year's will be. So this year on July 23rd, it's usually like the night before, the tickets will go on sale. They do give them at a discount. If they give like a 3-month window or something, you can get them at a discount.
I got extra rooms too if anyone needs them.
Nice plug, Joe. We do have extra rooms. Which we need to figure out. We need to figure that out.
On the head.
It's like a 3-day event. It's really technically Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of us go early. I'm going on Wednesday. It's awesome to be with the team because, of course, again, we're by ourselves, kind of behind the computers 98% of the time. So it's fun just to kind of hang out. You'll like meet somebody, but you're like, I feel like I know you, but we've never really met in person. So it's like funny. You hear from top coaches, you get some awesome training. We have an exclusive Team Boom party, which is so, so, so fun. You work out live with the celebrity trainers. It's just, you're going to post about it all weekend. Your followers, your audiences are going to be wondering about where you are. You might get some, business builders out of it. It's just truly amazing. And if nothing else, it'll shift your mindset and your business will explode afterwards. So I highly encourage you to be there. That's it. I just kind of wanted to go over some, like laundry list type things to make sure everybody was on the same page about like the biggest, latest happenings. Do you have any questions? I need to figure out how to get out of this so that I can look to see if there's any questions in the chat. How to get out of it. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself. Any comments, questions, comments, anything? No?
We still hate you from all the footage of Mexico.
Oh my God, it was so fun.
You have no idea how many curse words I was saying.
Pat's hashtag phone parties change lives is like, couldn't be more real.
And I'm sitting there like, hashtag F you all. I'm unfollowing, unfriending all of you right now, and I'm inviting like 7 million people.
It's a lot of fun. It's very cool. It was like such a different experience, the summit, but still really fun. Just different, I don't know. Yep, just hashtag, what did you say, Joe? Get on the boat? Or
hashtag I'm getting on that fucking boat.
Do it.
I am. I told, was it Rob Carter, our new person for the Northeast.
Oh, yeah.
I told him that hashtag. I'll tell you about that on the side.
All right. Do you guys have any other questions or comments like Joe? I will post this.
Fine. You all know you were cursing him. Wasn't just me.
And next year it's an extra day. The cruise is an extra day, which is awesome. And everybody's on, obviously. There's only one. So like this year there was 2 waves. Next year there's just the one. So like everybody's is going to be together. So you're going to and the whole boat's going to be Beachbody people, which is really cool. Yeah, you should check out some of those FAQs. There's pictures and stuff that look to die for. Okay, if you have any questions, so I'll post this in that file in the Liberate team call recordings. So then next week, that brings us to the last Monday of the month. So next week we'll do a Coach Basics call. Alrighty? Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know how to get out of this. There we go. Nope.